Hi, welcome back to Rusted Junk Garage. Today we're going to get back on the 55 Chevy truck, front end suspension and steering work, and see what we can do with that. So ride along with us and let's have a little fun wrenching on this junk. So with the help of a couple of friends down there, we got the drag link loose here. So let's get that on out of there. You know, looking at both ends of this, they don't appear to be super loose. Maybe kind of still good, I don't know, but regardless of that, since we got it here, we're going to put the new piece on, just for the simple fact, if there is some play in it, it's so much easier to do with the front clip removed from the truck. So that's what we're going to do. Over here, we have the old drag link and the new drag link. So that should be an improvement. This one's a little bit beefier and stuff, and it's got more of the modern ends on it, so we're pretty pleased with that. So that's going to go on there, probably in the assembly process. I don't think I'll put it right on. We're going to move on to the tie rod now, getting that off, and I'll show you how that comes off. Okay. I've removed the cotter key from the tie rod end, and going in this way is this real large screw, and it holds kind of a half moon cap that rides against the ball on this side, and it has the same on the other side. So to remove these, it's just a matter of using a big screwdriver here and turning this cap out of there. So this should come out pretty easily. Yeah, put that up there, and if you look in there, you can kind of see the half moon end of it there, and that should easily come off of there. Kind of easily. There we go. All right, that end is off. So we're going to repeat the process on the other side. This is just the ball that captures in there. But we're going to replace this and the tie rod ends to give the front end, make it a little bit more tight and stuff like that. So that's our next step. Okay, we removed the cotter keys off both the spindle bracket nuts and put some penetrating oil on them and broke those loose. They came loose pretty easy. Just had to use the breaker bar gently on them. You always want to be careful with old rusted stuff. Gosh darn, you break one of these and I don't know, it'd be not good. So anyway, we're going to spin this off of here and pull this bracket off. There, I think you can probably see a little bit of there. Now one of them off, just about. There we go. Let's get the other one off there and pull this bracket off. When I first got this truck and took it for a short test drive, this thing drove terrible. Absolutely terrible. So after pulling the front clip off and looking at things, the tie rod was bent. We straightened that already. And the toe end was all messed up on this thing. So it was, I don't know, lack of a better term, like a corkscrew going down the road. So anyway, we're going to straighten that out here, and I think we can get it pretty darn close doing a garage alignment on it once we get everything new on. Again, we're going to replace the springs too, and we're going to go with a 3-inch lowering here, and of course the same in the rear. So it's going to be a little bit of a process here. We've got some other things to do before we pull those out. These ball joints on there, for lack of a better term, I've got to press those out of there. So this spindle bracket will accept a more modern or the modern tie rod end. So that's going to be our next process here after I pull the other side off. So I don't know if we got it down far enough. We're getting there, kind of taking this a little bit slow. Less is more on this process, I think. So I'll probably end up giving it a little bit more, and I'll bring you guys back when I get a little further. Okay, I've removed the old ball from both of the spindle brackets. They're pressed in there. So what I ended up doing is cutting the ball off the top here, and then using my grinder to grind it down. There's a shoulder on that. Grind that down just till the shoulder was gone. And on this side, when that is pressed in originally, it's peened over. So I ground that down till the peen was gone. At that point, it just works so much better in the little 24-ton press I have to do it this way. So pressing this way was the best way to get them out, especially for setting the thing up. So used a little nut on there and pressed down. The first one took me a while. The second one here, the driver's side, I had it done in about 15 minutes, so that worked out real well. But in the old style ball joint, again, this cup, there's a cup on each side. One would be on the inside of the tie rod end, and one on the outside, and then the screw, that big screw would hold that in. So we're eliminating that and going with the new style ball joint. I just screwed this one on here so you kind of see. Of course, the tie rod goes in there, and the new idler arm here goes in there and then to the steering box. So that's all done. I'm glad. I was a little bit concerned about that, especially with 67-year-old pressed in stuff. You know, you never know what you're going to get, but worked out real good. So that's about going to wrap the video up for today. It's getting to be, well, supper time here, and probably time for the ball game pretty soon too. So we're going to end it here. Tomorrow we're going to get into the springs on the front end, hopefully get the other ones out and the new ones in, and then start putting the steering, the tie rod, the spindle brackets and stuff back in the truck. So look forward to that tomorrow. Again, thanks for watching.